let us first um, be in the right mood. May nag-comment na ito, gustong gusto daw niya, that we always start in the invocation mantras to be in the proper situation, proper state, in the mood of humility and the mood of request. So sana kabisado niyo na to. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who has opened my eyes, which were blinded by the darkness of ignorance, with the torchlight of knowledge. Sabi nga, the truth shall set you free. Pero we don't just settle sa mga sabi-sabi ng mga ibang tao lang or inimbento ng ibang tao lang. We want to be in the right source, the right authority, from the right person and the right family of guru and disciple. Doon natin i-dedicate yung hearing natin and yung focus natin. So, ito yung past ng pinag-usapan natin regarding the mind. Mind could be our best friend and the worst enemy. Kung saan kanya pwede dalhin. Kung saan niya pwedeng i-travel. Different places, different time. Sabi nga, if you're traveling, nag-drive ka, meron kang speedometer. Di ba, meron kilometers per hour, sa iba miles per hour. Kapag mahilig ka sa astronomy, ang sukatan nila doon, light years per hour. Yung travel ng light, doon nila sinusukat. Kaya di bilis nun, di ba? Pero may isang way how one could travel faster than the light. That is the mind. Mind could bring you everywhere, anywhere, anytime. Pwede kanyang dalhin sa 3 years old na ikaw. Pwede kanyang dalhin doon sa favorite mong ex mo. Yung favorite pastime mo ng ex mo. Pwede kanyang dalhin doon sa pinaka masakit na moment na naranasan mo when you were young. O yung napahiya ka sa harap ng classroom. Nung nagpunta ka sa harap ng stage. Tapos di mo na-perform na maayos. Or pwede kang dalhin doon sa magandang moment with your family. Ganun kanya pwede paglaruan. That's the mind. Pero if your mind is in control, you know, past is there. You could learn from it, pero you don't need to dwell. Future is there. You can prepare, pero you don't have to waste your time para sa future. You can live in the moment. That is within our power. So, yun yung quote din nating my spiritual master, my teacher, Hiridhari Swami. And if one is interested to attend one of his class, for me to also introduce you to him, meron siyang mga Zoom classes, message nyo ako para tayo mag-field trip. Samahan ko kayo umattend ng class. Afraid to go up to the stage yet. May mga stage fright, yes. Again, maraming salamat for joining. And we will go sa ating next part in knowing ourselves. There you go. Welcome sa ating relationship with oneself, journey to self-discovery. We're talking about the body. So, sino dito yung body conscious? Hindi pa nag-show sa inyo, no? Yes, ito. Isa pa. Sino dito yung body conscious? Aware sila kapag yung body nila is not in a good condition. Aware sila pag overweight sila. Aware sila pag di nakasya yung dating wardrobe. Lagi silang tumitingin sa salamin. Lagi silang nag-aayos. Or at least, we're living healthy. Aware tayo sa kinakain natin. So, this is the body. There's a story. I've heard this story din sa scriptures and also from the direct experience ng aking spiritual teacher. He is a monk traveling since he was young. Although American body siya, but he met his spiritual master, which is Sri Prabhupada. So, from a younger age na, alam ko teenager pa lang siya noon, nagka-travel na sila, sharing this knowledge everywhere. And lagi sila napunta in this region of the world, Southeast Asia. Tapos, may kinukwento siya sa Taiwan. Yung mga libangan ng mga tao doon, I mean, in the whole world, wala pa masyadong television na mga palabas noon. There is already, pero hindi pa ganun ka grabe. Walang cable, walang internet, diba? Walang cellphone. So definitely people are keen in going out, going to the parks. And napansin niya yung mga tao are going to the parks together with their bird in the cage. Siyempre, pag nasa bahay ka lang, or living in a building, condo, pag may halaman ka, kailangan mo nalabas pag may araw. Pag may mga alaga silang pets, they're also doing that. Nilalabas nila doon. So, napapansin niya, grabe daw yung mga birds in a cage. Sobrang kaganda ng cage. Sobrang kikinang. Iba may mga ornaments pa. Mukhang mamahalin talaga yung mga cages. And it seems, inaalagaan talaga nila yung cage. Kasi of course, yung bird dun kakain, dun din magdudumi. So, nililinis sila palagi. Pero, hindi automatic habang nakikita niyo yung mga bird in the cage. Hindi automatic na maganda yung cage. Nakikita niyo na masaya yung bird. Una-una, dapat di siya nakakulong doon. At the same time, hindi lahat nakafocus dun sa bird. Yung karamihan nakafocus lang dun sa cage because they're showing it off sa park. So even though alagaan natin na alagaan yung cage na yon, kapag di mo pinakain yung bird sa loob nun, it will be useless. Same analogy, similarly, if one is only taking care of this cage that we have, pagandahin mo man ng todo to, maintain mo ng grabe yung in cosmetic, maintain mo ng grabe in exercise, maintain mo ng grabe in healthy food. But if one doesn't feed yung soul niya, one will be imbalanced. One will feel the emptiness. And just like bird in a cage, you could have a dead bird inside a very nice cage. So that is the analogy of this bird in a cage, this body. Again, puntahan natin yung favorite nating illustration that would relate sa ating analogy. There you go. So yes, the senses are the horses. The rope is the mind. The intelligence, may dalawang klaseng intelligence. Material intelligence and the spiritual intelligence. The Gyan and the Jnana Yoga. Spiritual intelligence. So, Katha Upanishad, it was mentioned, the individual is the passenger in the car of the material body. The intelligence is the driver, mind is driving instrument, and the senses are the horses. The self is thus the enjoyer or sufferer in the association of the mind and senses. So, it is understood by great thinkers. So, yung chariot is our body. It doesn't mean na we have this body, hindi na natin siya alagaan. Kasi, nag-yoga naman ako, saka umattend ako ng classes ni Radha Charan. Sabi, we're not the body, we're the spirit soul. So, this is the analogy kasama nun. Kasi, if yung biyahe mo, okay nga yung horses, okay nga yung driver, okay nga yung rope, pero yung chariot mo, sira-sira. Yung chariot mo is nag-malfunction, oblong na yung gulong niya. So, yung journey mo will not be smooth or much more. Hindi siya magtutuloy-tuloy. Just like pag di mo na-maintain yung car, Yung car, kailangan mo i-change oil, kailangan mo palitan yung spark plug, kailangan mo tignan yung tire mo, kailangan mo tignan yung pang ilalim. Kasi if hindi, pwede kang maaksidente. Or pwede kang itirik. So, ganun yung body natin. Habang mas nalalaman natin na we're not the body, mas kailangan natin alagaan yung body natin. That is one purpose of yoga asana. Keeping the soul and body together. Kasi if pabayaan mo yung body, alis ng soul siya, hindi na pwede to eh. Parang yung garment niya, di ba? Madumi na to or hindi na gumagana to. I can just leave. So if one does not take care of the body, his own body, it will be a burden also. So habang nagka-perform ka, habang nagka-chant ka, ang daming masakit sa'yo. Habang nagka-perform ka ng mga services mo in Bhakti Yoga, ang daming reklamo ng body mo. Hindi siya makaupo ng still, hindi siya maka-meditate na maayos, hindi mo magawa yung duty mo, yung material duty mo, yung swadharma mo, because yung body mo hindi nahalagaan. So habang mas nalalaman natin, mas nagiging deep yung realization natin, mas dapat natin i-maintain yung body. We discussed about this last time. It's easy to create and to destroy. Madaling bumili ng kotse, madaling sirain, i-wreck yung kotse. Pinakamahirap i-maintain. Even in a relationship, ganun din. It's easy to have relationship and much easier to destroy the relationship. Mas mahirap i-maintain. Body natin, ganun din. Ang hirap i-maintain. Andiyan yung mga usapan natin, maraming may problem sa sleeping. The younger you are, mas kaya mo pang mag-work habang puyat. Kaya mo pang gising the next day kahit di ka nakatulog. Pero syempre, if those who are advanced, yung body nila with age, lahat tayo old soul pero yung body nila mas advanced in age, nararamdaman na, di ba? At the same time, yung food, yung digestion. Pag younger ka, you can digest everything, di ba? Kahit anong, eat all you can. Even us here in the temple, yung mga monks, habang younger, wala. Di ba? Lahat pwede. It's all iniisip ng mga tao. It's all plant-based, organic and all. They could eat all they can. Pero hindi ganon. It will take a toll sa body. Lalo na pag nag-age na, iba na rin yung digestion. May effect na. Sumobra ka lang ng extra rice, nag-iiba na rin. So we have to take care of the diet as well. And papag-usapan natin yun, ano ba yung proper diet? Yogi diet. Papag-usapan natin yan. And ano yung deeper reason, deeper rational, bakit natin ginagawa yun? Rational yung mga nurse natin kasama yun. Terminologies nila yun. Deeper reason, bakit nila ginagawa. So, kasama doon, at the same time, andun yung health natin in terms of cleanliness. Again, pinag-usapan namin in the past courses, wala masyadong problema yung Pinoy dito. Hopefully, especially in taking a bath. In other places, it is a big deal sa kanila. Hindi naman kailangan araw-araw maligo. And Pinoy, pag nakikita ko sila, atin na ng online class, bagong ligo pa sila. I'm happy na ganun yung practice ng culture natin sa Philippines. Bago lumabas, kailangan maliligo. Kahit ilang beses maligo. Yan, nakita ko pa yung iba, basa pa yung buhok. So, importante yon. This is cleansing the body. At the same time, it's cleansing ng consciousness natin. Sabi nga, it is not clean. Halimbawa, nakilinis ka ng table. When we were serving yung mga senior monks, yung I was really new. I tried to clean bago sila kumain. Nilinis ko yung lamesa. Pero I'm just using tissue paper. Tapos, did you use water? No. Hindi naman siya madumi talaga. Tapos, sinabihan nga nila ako na water means cleanliness. If you want to clean, you need to use water. Kahit spray mo lang din siya. Pero that is, kesa yung dry mo lang, kinakalat mo lang actually yung dumi. Hindi mo lang kita with the naked eye. So, cleanliness, kasama yon. Sabi nga, cleanliness is next to godliness. But in spiritual life, cleanliness is godliness. So, you could create, may mga nagsasabi ng struggle nila in chanting, in meditation. May maingay, maraming distraction sa paligid. It is advised for us to have a sacred space. Ano ba yung sacred space na yon? Sacred space is where a corner in our place, in our house, na we could chant. Parang yung kwarto mo, if you're not working sa kama or near your bed, ito yung iniisip ng mind natin. Kapag nandun ka na sa bed, nandun ka na sa kwarto mo, ang iniisip niya, oh, matutulog na siya. Matulog na si princess dito. Alam ng body. Ganon din ako sa room ko, sa bed ko. I don't usually read sa bed or do anything. Para pag pumunta ako sa bed, alam ng mind ko, alam ng body ko, time to sleep. Kahit di pa ako inaantok, alam na niya. Pag dito ako nakupo sa office, alam niya, time to work, di may natulog. So, we should create a sacred space, even in a small corner sa room mo, na alam ng body mo na if you're sitting there, it's time to focus, not to your phone, to the notification, or not to think of your shopping list. So, alam mo, pag upo mo doon, you're chanting. And you have to make it really spotless clean. Mararamdaman mo yun eh. Di ba ang sarap pag bagong linis yung kwarto mo or yung bahay, iba yung pakiramdam. What more pa in the sacred space? Some are doing in advance, they're making a small altar for them to focus, not just sa Hare Krishna matter. Yung eyes nila, they could see. They put the books there, pictures of Krishna and all. So sacred space is very important. And of course, sacred space, hindi just to meditate on us, meditate to a blank or impersonal meditation. We direct it to the connection to the Supreme. So sobrang importante. We will talk much more about it. Actually, every Saturday evening may course dyan. Sacred space. Making your home your own sacred space. Little temple, actually. If you have your own sacred space, you're meditating there, you're doing your sadhana, reading, studying, this association, your place is converted already into a temple. Kasi what we're doing here in the temple, you're already doing there in your space. It doesn't mean kailangan may mga dome, maraming curving sa loob ng sa walls mo, diba? Para maging temple, no. Maraming churches, maraming place of worship na walang tao, na walang nagdadasal. Once in a week lang. It doesn't mean holy place na yon. Holy place is one is doing spiritual activities such as chanting. So your home, your house could be turned into sacred space. Same thing. If one is chanting, maintaining the clean body inside and out, you're not just cleansing this outside of the body. If you're having the right diet, at the same time, you're meditating, you're doing these activities, you're cleansing, purifying inside and out. And sobrang importante yon. Perfect balance. Does it mean pag monk ka, ang dami katanong sa akin, Radha Chara, anong exercise mo? Yoga lang ba kasi monk ka? No? I have my yoga mat. Nag-yoga rin ako. I do my kettlebells. Some calisthenics. I do run. I love running. Swimming, pero hindi ako mapag-swim ngayon. So we do maintain our body for us to be able to extend much more yung araw namin. Parang yung iba iniisip nila, you're just wasting time. Ang dami mong oras ginugugol sa exercise. No, actually, if you invested even few hours, 1 hour lang sa exercise, mas ma-extend mo yung energy mo the rest of the day, right? Hindi ka maging antukin, you have much more energy, hindi ka basta rest ng rest lang. So, that's also what we do. I do my kettlebells to gain much more energy. If I want to relax, I do my yoga sanas. We do also be aware of our diet. Kanya-kanyang body, kanya-kanyang klaseng diet. Hindi siya one size fits all. Some, okay sa kanila eggplant, some hindi. So, ayun yung mga sa part ng medicine sa Vedas, Ayurveda. So, yung mga nasa medical field, hopefully alam niyo Ayurveda. Doon nanggaling din yung logo ng snake na umaangat na ganun sa medical field. Parang iba tawag nila sa Kundalini. That's Ayurveda. May scriptures din regarding the health and mga medicines. Pero almost naman sila, magkadikit naman sila. So yes, that's a practice, the diet and all. And sobrang importante yon to take care of it, but one should not be vain. take care of this body, but one should be also detached. Kasi ano yung nature ng body na to? After birth, old age will be there. Kaumaram, jawaram, jara. After boyhood to youth to old age. Automatic, magano siya, magde-develop into an older body. Yan, si Alat daw favorite ng talong, the taste of bawang sibuyas, yes. Pero yung iba hindi pwede. Like the monks are not taking bawang sibuyas. Anyway, the body should be maintained pero dapat hindi maging vain and sobrang attached. So natural magkaka-wrinkles ka, magkaka-white hair ka. Hindi mo maiwasan yan. You cannot reverse that. Diba? May stress ka lang din lalo. Pero one should embrace it. Alam mo yun, dire-diretso talaga siya. Hindi mo ipigilan. Bakit hindi kailangan maging vain? Some would spend all his money, all his time, and energy just to maintain the illusion of youth. Illusion siya kasi hindi mo maintain yung youth na yun. Pero yung iba, sabi nila, yung fountain of youth daw is being Krishna conscious or being spiritually happy. Part na rin yung mga nag-yoga. So you wouldn't really mahulaan kung anong age nila. Kasi alam mo yun, hindi sila stress eh. Naiintindihan nila yung nangyayari. And stress yung isa sa nagpapatanda. Parang pag stress ka in 1 month, parang tumanda ng 1 year. So that is one main teaching dito. One should not be vain. I'll show you a verse from Bhagavad Gita. Yan. Dehinus minyatahade kaumaram yav varam jara. Tathade hantara praptir diras tatrada muyate. As the embodied soul continually passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person, diras, sober, is not bewildered by such a change. So tatanda tayo. We should not be bewildered. This body will age. We should not be bewildered. And pag di na useful itong body na to, it is very old, it is not functioning well, the organs are failing, then it will change the body. Bakit sobrang masakit to accept that? Because of attachment. The root of suffering is attachment. Pero doesn't mean di mo kailangan malaman. The knowledge will give you detachment. Kaya sinasabi the truth shall set you free. So does it mean one should neglect the body? Kaya kailangan mas alagaan siya? Kailangan mas i-maintain siya? Pero, yung illusion of youth is thinking na forever bata siya. There's one quick story that I will tell you. In the Mahabharat, yung kuya ni Arjuna is si Yudhishthir. King Yudhishthir. Siya yung next na magiging emperor. Then, dad niya is a demigod, Yamaraj, or superintendent of death. Siya yung Dharmaraj ang pangalan din niya. He gives justice. If one dies, kailangan niya ma-meet si Dharmaraj. Alam niya lahat ng equal reaction na ibibigay niya sa'yo based on yung life mo ngayon. So, justice. Wala ka matakasan. Kahit di nakita ng mga tao, nakatakas ka sa crime mo in this world, sa law dito. Pagdating kay Dharmaraj, you would basically babasahin niya lahat sa'yo yun. And kailangan mo punta sa hell or sa heaven or puntahan yung mga good and bad karma na reaction na yun. So, tatay niya yun, si Yudhishthir. Then one time, they have to meet. Pero si Dharmaraj have to disguise into a yaksha. This is another human form then, pero hindi human body. So, nag-usap sila. Isang yaksha, that is Dharmaraj, he asked Yudhishthir, King Yudhishthir, what is the most wonderful thing? And Yudhisthira, being wise and virtuous, answered, "The most amazing thing is that even though every day one sees countless living entities dying, he still acts and thinks as if he will live forever." Try to think of it. Buksan mo yung Facebook mo. Ilan dyan yung nag-change ng profile picture na may kandila tapos dark? Or full black lang? Lalo na ngayong pandemic, palapit na palapit sila sa paligid natin. Dati, balitaan mo lang kapitbahay, ano. Ngayon, sa paligid mo sila. Kilala mo na sila. Punta ka sa news, laging may balitang may namatay. May aksidente, may namatay. Nagkasakit, namatay. Artista, namatay. Kapitbahay, ganun din. Other countries, ganun din. Sige, layo ka sa tao. Punta ka tingnan mo sa paligid mo. Ilang animals yung kailangan mamatay. Just for food. Or just natural death. Or calamities. So ngayon, ito yung amazing thing. Sabi daw ni Yudhisthira. People are seeing countless of living entities dying sa paligid niya. All over the news, all over social media. Diba? All over us. Pero, what is the illusion? He still acts and thinks that as if he will live forever. Hindi niya naisip na mangyayari sa kanya yun. Amazing, di ba? Sino dito yung gigising sa umaga? Baka araw ko na ngayon. I'll get my acts together. I'll be the most kindest person. Raise your hand. Sino yung gano'n siya mag-isip tuwing umaga? Parang last day ko na to. Okay. Showtime. Gawin ko lang yung pinakamaayos. Araw-araw kung ganun ka ba mag-isip. Such an illusion. O, sino dito nakakaalam kailan sila mamamatay? Sure na sure ka. Diba? Club 27 ka ba? Rockstar ka? You know? Wala nakakaalam. Like the illusion of youth, the illusion of old age as well. Kakwento ko mamaya yan na magaling ka. Old age, inisip ng tao, yes, sige, magsiseryoso ako sa spiritual life pag retirement stage na ako, pag matanda na ako. Ngayon, mag-i-enjoy muna ako. Diba? Bata pa ako eh. Kailangan ko mag-enjoy. Hanggang kailan yon? Yung retirement, swerte ka pag umabot ka dun sa retirement stage. The old age, wala siyang year. 50 years old, 60 years old ka na ba? Hindi, you will still feel young. Yung mind mo and yung drive mo parang young. Yung body ayaw. Yung mind mo, yes, gusto ko gawin to, gusto ko gawin yan. Pero yung body mo, wala, hindi na kaya. If you haven't maintained it really well when you were younger, suffering na. Natutunan ko to sa isang teacher ko in college. Sabi niya, yung exercise, gawin mo na siya ng bata ka. Bata ka pa lang, gawin mo na siya. Pag matanda ka na, suffering na yan. Nakita mo pag may matanda doon sa park, nag-jogging siya tapos tabingin siya maglakad. Na-stroke siya. Nag-jogging na siya kasi na-stroke na siya. Suffering na sa kanya yun. Pero nakita mo yung nag-workout na meron silang runner's high. Alam mo yun, na-enjoy nila yung exercise. Na-enjoy nila yung movement. And yeah, when the body move, the mind groove. Yung mind nila mas nag-function. Mas maganda yung mood. Well, ayun yung illusion ng youth eh. Saka na ako mag-siseryoso in maintaining my body as well as in focusing on my real dharma and my spiritual activities pag matanda na. I'll tell you this. This is very true. Pero that very eye-opening. Nobody could say or tell you hanggang kailan ka mabubuhay. Kaya everyone is old. Kasi yung meaning ng old age is malapit ka lang mamatay. But no one could say kung sino and kailan ka mamamatay. There's a story, sabi nga ni Yana. Um, si King Pariksit, apo yan ni Yudhisthira. He was cursed to die in 7 days. And then, he renounced yung pagiging emperor. Then he performed all spiritual activities. That's the real retirement. But, iba na lungkot. Oh, sayang. Ang galing niyang emperor pero mamamatay na siya in 7 days. Actually, maswerte siya. Kasi alam niya kung kailan siya mamamatay. Us, we don't know if we have 7 days, 7 months, 7 years, 7 decades, or 7 minutes. This is the body. This is the nature of the body. Tapos sabi kanina, a sober person is not bewildered by such a change. Yes, easier said than done. We're not the body, we're the spirit soul. Pero pag inisip mo, you will die. Teka lang, paano yung family ko? Paano yung relationship ko? Paano yung trabaho ko? Pag attach ka sa trabaho, paano yung ganito? Ang dami nating attachment, di ba? Pero who could say, na ready sila to die. Knock on wood nga pag Pilipino. Knock on wood, natin pag-usapan yan. Ito naman sa Radha Charan, kaya ano naman to, sira ng vibes. So. No, spiritual life is half of it, we're talking about that. That is our final exam. Sa Bhagavad Gita, papag-usapan natin deeper yan. Pero that's the nature of the body. It will be born, it will age, it will have some sickness, and it will die. The question is, paano mo nilive yung buhay mo? And much more greater question is, paano mo nilive yung buhay mo spiritually? So hopefully, medyo nagising tayo sa katotohanan sa illusion of youth. Now, iba mo na titingnan yung time. Iba mo na titingnan yung day. Iba mo na rin titingnan yung danger. Saka iba mo na titingnan yung death. Death is actually the final stage, at the same time, a transitional stage. Ending this body, going to the next body. And ang goal natin is hindi na tayo ipanganak next life. Bumalik na tayo kay Krishna, the Supreme. Because this is a cycle of birth and death. Matapos na to, that's the goal. To cut it, to break the chain. And that is the process of yoga. Not being attached dito. But now, the main lesson is we should maintain this because this is our vehicle. This is our machine, this is our tool. Kapag ugod-ugod yung body mo, pag oblong yung gulong ng chariot mo, you cannot function really well. It's very disturbing. So we should maintain this body and we should be attached. Walang tumanggi. No, we should be detached. Trick question yan. We should be detached. Maintain and be detached. That's the greatest lesson. Then, don't waste time kasi we don't know when. This practice of spiritual life is knowledge acquiring in the topics of how to die peacefully, spiritually, the art of dying. We are talking always about art of living, pero back of the coin, art of dying, kasama yon. So, for sure, may mga question kayo about that. Papag-usapan natin yan. Madaming topic. I was talking about this a while ago also at class 7 to 8 a.m. We talk about perfect timing lang then. We talk about death, a glorious death. And before we start chanting, sino rito yung afraid of death or afraid of growing old? So, thank you for being honest yung mga nag-raise na. Ako afraid of ako, 5 head. Pag lalapad yung Hopefully mukhang wala naman sa lahi namin lumalapad yung noo. Yan, growing old, may phobia. Yes. Hindi ibig sabihin pag matanda na, may full of wisdom na, saka mature na. Marami ka makita matandang irritable, parang nabuhay ka ba na maayos? Ba't ganyan ka sa trato mo sa mga tao? May mga mas bata pa lang pero the way they moved and they act, full of wisdom, parang matanda na sila. Yeah. So may mga taong afraid of growing old because we don't understand. Because we're attached dun sa mga activities natin when you were younger. Hindi ka na makapag-skydive. Diba? Hindi mo na magawa yung mga activities mo kasi matanda na. Because we don't understand. So that's the meaning and the reason ng pag-aaral natin ng yoga philosophy. And yung mga nag-yoga dito, ano palagi yung last pose na ginagawa natin? Savasana. The corpse pose. Kita-kita tayo doon. Walang nakakatakas dyan. Unless kung may kilala kang nakatakas sa death, let me know. Pero so far ako, wala pa akong kilalang nakatakas dyan. Yan. Child's pose. That's the next pose mo. After non-dead, corpse pose. So, sobrang importante to really accept and understand. We will be afraid and be anxious if we don't understand. So that is part of yoga philosophy, understanding it. And now we will connect it to our practice. Afraid to die if life is not well spent, yes. So that's why we are trying to learn how to live this life, the art of living and the art of dying. But amongst life, or this practice of spiritual side ng yoga, is the dying before dying, the art of death. You die first before dying. Paano yun? Namatay ka na before ka mamatay. You will kill all your material aspiration and attachment. If every day you are thinking and meditating, maybe this is my last, you're dying before dying. That is the art of death. So sobrang importante to know that topic and sobrang awakening. I'm sure sober and grave mo harap itong araw na to kasi umaga pa lang pinag-usapan natin yung death. Pero while we are very aware and awakened dito, please get your beads. Tuloy natin yung yung question and answer in a while. Our meditation will be, we should embrace the idea of death. This is part of life. Much more, we should embrace how to really live this life. Not just following blindly kung ano yung sinabi ng society, ano yung sinabi ng sikat na tao sa internet, sikat na tao in the media, or just chasing for material things. We should always also be aware if we're just taking care of the cage ng ating bird. We should know ano ba yung food for the soul. We should also take care, make time and effort to take care of the soul. Ano yung needs niya. In that way, one will feel satisfied. One will feel really the art of living. As we chant today, we are meditating to be out of illusion sa body na to, sa illusion ng youth. And we will be really awakened kung sino talaga tayo, who we are. So get your japamala. If you see it, show it to the camera. Let me see. Yan. Si Princess, she has one. She has one. Iba. Yan. Those who have their beads, you know the drill. Right hand, middle finger, you can hold. Find your comfortable position. Pag-isipan nyo na rin paano mo i-set up yung ating sacred space. Tapos send nyo sa akin yung picture. Or if you need assistance, we could talk about it. So find your comfortable position. Inhale deeply. As we chant, we experience and live the life in the present moment. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. From the heart, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Focus on chanting and be attentive in hearing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please bring back the mind. Be alert, be awake. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pronounce the mantra clearly, listen attentively, with 100% attention. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant the few beads remaining with all your hearts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Vita Gardhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. If you're not yet finished, please finish your rounds. If you are already, please type 108. Yeah, no, almost everyone is finished. Sabay-sabay pala tayo halos. Again, there's no hard and fast rules in chanting. On your own pace, if you're chanting alone, you could chant slowly if that would give you much more attention, or a little bit faster. As long as you're pronouncing it clearly, you are hearing it attentively, and you are focused on the meditation in the Maha Mantra. So, ayun yung pinaka-importante doon. So, almost everyone is finished. So, everyone, +2. Ay, may +2 si Oliver. Could open your cameras. Picture natin yung mga, vein natin sa body natin. Don't get me wrong. If kailangan nyo magpaganda sa magpapogi para sa work ninyo to be presentable, you have to. Hindi nyo kailangan magpaka-taong grasa dahil yogi na ako ngayon. No, you have to do it. Be fit, be presentable, be gorgeous, or be pogi. You have to. But be detached. Easier said than done, di ba? Pero that's the practice of, nag-ayos pa ng, nagmamanban pa si Makoy. Sige, antayin ka namin. Tapos picture tayo. Yan, meron ako maliit na book din nandito. Hindi nyo kita sa kabilang side. Yan. Tawag ito Sika. Yan, okay na raw si Makoy. Picture tayo, everyone. Tayo si Grace, hindi pa. Yan. Count of three. Yes, yes. One. Sige, na yung minayos pa nila. One, two, and three. Smile sa camera. One more. Sakit lang ah. Umahabol pa si Gail sa kasi Noemi. Count of three. One, two. Si Ellie kasi. Sige, nawala na yung kasama mo dyan, si Ellie. One, two, three. Smile. Maraming salamat, my dear ones. I'm so happy, honored, and humbled being with your presence. Araw-araw na to. And hindi kompleto yung araw if hindi ko kayo nakasama. Sobrang natuwa ako with your realizations, questions sa mga sharings ninyo sa chat. Today, medyo mas late ako mag-reply kasi buong araw ako mag-drive. Lalamok, ako ngayon, duty. I'll deliver some books. Visit some students from the previous batch. And yeah, mainit daw Kalamakoy. Dito umuulan. Maraming salamat. And let us not be afraid of that. May it be our drive to live our life in the right and sober way. So if you're chanting 2 rounds a day, please continue to finish your rounds today. If you have more, much better. You please read. You can read in advance yung Bhagavad Gita. Saka yung mga assignments natin. 434. Yan. Memorize nyo ba yun? Na-memorize nyo na? Thus try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, render service unto him. The self-realized soul will give you. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Tat Badarshina. So, English lang, memorize it. You'll see. If you want to learn Sanskrit, we could learn Sanskrit. Maraming salamat, Joanne, yung mga ating artists. Si Princess Elaine. Nasa office ka ba? Yan. Si Jenny. Si Carla, hello. RA. Yan. Mga crew niya na yan. Ni Sha. Si Pia, si Josh, si Pebs. Adam, Gail, RJ, Oliver, Emma, McCoy, Prabhu, Veronica, si Pamela, JM, Ayesa, back din siya, si Ellie, si Naomi, Grazel, hello, si Risa, yan, nakita mo na yung GC, si Milk, si Kenny, Prabhu, Marife, Alet, and Jubel. Yan, friend din to niya na siya, si Jubel. Hare Krishna. If you need to do anything today, please do it with extra care, doble ingat, and also with our dealings with other people around us. Let us be an instrument to share this consciousness by our actions and behavior. Sabi nga nila, personalities is when people are around you, and character is when no one sees you. So, with people around us, let us be kind, practice this consciousness, much more if walang nakatingin sa atin. That is the development of the real character. Maraming salamat. If you have some questions, we will read them also. Pero, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Punta natin yung mga nag-comment kanina. Yan. Hindi ako takot mamatay pero excited mabuhay araw-araw. Yes. That should be there. Pero pag na-imbalance mo yon, sobrang takot ka lang mamatay, you cannot do anything. And if you're just living without knowing you will die, hindi rin. So there is the perfect balance, the sweet spot. Diba? Sobrang importante. That is not the enemy. Sobrang totoo. It will never be. Unless one is living a foolish life. Attached. So, sobrang attached. And that will be the enemy. Meron ng technology na hindi ko lang nabalitaan yun. Those yung mga mayayaman will invest millions of their money para pag namatay sila, they will be preserved, yung body nila. And when the scientists who could invent na ibalik sila sa life, they were the one na nakapila doon sa invention na yon. Yung mga mayayaman na bubudol din, no? Such a foolish budol thinking that they could bring back to life in the future. Tapos they will pay. Pero wala. Mayaman lang yung naggawa nung scheme na yon. Yeah. Detaching even before the soul detaches from the body, yes. But does it mean you're not gonna do your duty? Do your duty pero detach dun sa result. Just like Arjuna, do your duty, Arjuna. You have to fight in this battle. In fact, kailangan mo ang galingan and manalo. So do your duty, be the best, and improve the skill set na meron ka, talents man yan, and do beyond the call of duty. But again, be detached. Pero syempre naman kung yung duty ng sinasabi mo o yung job na yan is abominable, 'di ba? Parang hindi siya advisable din. Better dun tayo sa mode of goodness na activities. We will learn about this sattvic activities. Yes, extra care please. And let's see. Yeah, si Princess nasa office daw. Hare Krishna, yung mga nasa office, ingat din kayo, huwag kayo papahuli na umaten kayo ng ibang class habang nasa work. Always enjoy being in the virtual classroom. Yes, I also enjoy, Risa. But mag-enjoy din ako pag natapos na tong pandemic na to para magkakasama tayo nag-yoga philosophy. Retreat. Solid yun for sure. Yes, the recordings will be uploaded sa YouTube. So, pag alis ko today, after this, alis na ako. Iwanan ko lang siya nag-upload. Pagbalik ko pa siya mapopost. Yan, Hare Krishna, Makoy. Ingat, ingat. Thank you very much, my dear ones. And I'll meet some of you. Others, mamimit ko rin kayo. Let me know lang. Chat-chat tayo. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Same time and same place. And kakaiba yung topic natin bukas is chapter 4 na tayo sa Bhagavad Gita. It is the way how to become a student and how to really learn this knowledge na meron tayo. Nakaka-humble siya. It's a humbling experience, especially kapag teacher ka rin or kapag may experience ka, may edad ka. Nakaka-humbling to be a student again, to really listen, to really empty the cup. Tawag na the rule of emptying the cup. Sobrang importante yon. And yeah, life is always a humbling experience. So, maraming salamat. Bisyo na to, sabi ni Ari. Yes. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Diba? Habang hindi ka pa nag-back to regular schedule. Yeah, sila RA, yan yung mga friends niya. Next time, nabalik ko naman nila, kayo naman yung dadaanan ko. Hare Krishna, let's keep in touch. I'll reply to the messages soon. Pero please, forgive me if malilate kasi hindi ako magaling mag-text and drive and bawal daw yon. See you everyone. Hare Krishna. High five.